was 2 days back against Niger, respectable 3-1 win over the Nigerians inside Niger. But going for his first competitive win against mighty Ivory Coast. Let's look at the team that he has assembled for this game. 9 home-based players plus 11 professionals.
Yes, interesting. First of all, let's accept the fact that nobody expects us to win this game, except we Gambians who have believed in ourselves. And not every Gambian believes that we can win this game. But hey, it's football. Who says we can't? Who expected that Finland, of all people, with all due respect, will go to Spain, you know, in front of a capacity crowd at Gijón, you know, to cause an upset, you know, with Spain dominating 90% of possession. Still, it was a 1-1 draw inside Spain, you know. So who expected that? Nobody expected that. So I believe that Gambia, we will be able to do it. Yes, you could also agree that we are missing some key players. Though I keep on saying this, unfortunately, no official reason has been advanced as to their exception from exclusion rather from the team. That is the likes of Tubabo, the captain. Ozialo, we know is injured. Ibrahim Sawane, we understand is due to personal reasons. You know, the second leading goal scorer in the Belgian, you know, top flight is also missing. You have Keba Sise, who plays for leg post, and is also missing. Yeah, Paseku Kujabi has not been playing this season. But when you look at the players in this team, the local-based players, as the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports told them when he was bidding them farewell ahead of their trip to Niamey, he said they have a point of proof, and I believe they have a point of proof. Now, you are coming up against one of the best players in the world. Yaya Toure, as far as I'm concerned, for the past couple of seasons, has been the best performer in the EPL. Now, coming up against those players, you have a point of proof because the whole world will be looking. So you might have an opportunity to land yourself a big payday with one of at least some, you know, one of the top clubs in Europe. So we have a point of proof. We have nothing to lose. Let's go in there and put up a respectable performance. Come back home as heroes.
Anyway, we have so many text messages taken in fast and quick. I was expecting this one to be the first correction. That is, GRTS is going to show the game. Well, we will answer that correction later on in the program. We hope that GRTS will be able to broadcast the program, but we will give you an answer to that later on in the program. He mentioned some key players missing in the Gambian squad. We should have expected Ibrahim Sawane, who is currently Gambia's most informed player, with 17 goals in the Belgium league, the highest top scorer, missing, and he's not with injury though. No reason has been cited or put forward for his absence.
I think that's a big blow to the Gambian preparation towards this game because Ibrahim Sawane is one of the outstanding Gambian players who is playing in the diaspora and scoring goals at that level. One would have expected to see him in the Gambian squad to make that difference when it comes in terms of goal scoring, because Usman Jallo has been one of the outstanding striker for Gambia, but he's not coming this year, despite Mamadou Zico being in the team. But we need somebody who is in form, who can be that partner to Zico, so that we can able to have that goal. Because if you look at the game that we play against Niger, and the goal scorers were defenders, and our game against Ivory Coast, you don't expect Mamadou Fouti Danso and Abdou Jammeh to be going up there to look for that goal, because it will be a very risk for Mancini to even allow those players to take a step in going forward to look for goals, because we should be very much cautious at the back, because Ivory Coast, they have some creative players, and Givinho, no doubt, nowadays is one of the most creative players of this Ivorian side. Ibrahima not coming and play for the Gambia this time, I think no reason has been given, as you rightly mentioned earlier. But I think after this game, the FA and people concerned should look into this issue, because these are players that we need, that we always count on. So it will be very, improper to see them not coming, especially fans will be expecting to see them when they are in their peak and they are not be coming to play for the country. I think this is something that we should put in order to make it doesn't happen. Other countries, you look at other countries, wherever they are about to play a national game, every player is available. So why the Gambia always be losing some players who are very important to our quest to qualify for the first time in major competition?
Yes, sir. How impressed are you with Luciano Mancini's 21-man squad to face the Elephants?
Well, it's an impressive list considering the players that he selected to play against the Elephants at the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium this evening. I mean, but there are some very, very prominent players that are also absent, like Babukar said, we'll be missing the likes of Ouz, I mean, who has been very instrumental. I mean, he has that fighting spirit for the Gambia, being it playing home and away. I mean, Ibu Sawane also will miss, and a couple of other, I mean, fantastic lads that have done very well for the Gambia. But, I mean, as far as the game is concerned, I believe, Mamadou, we need to be reasonable. We need to be reasonable in the sense that, I mean, we know we are no match to the Ivorians when it comes to pedigree, but who says that the Gambia can't produce an upset? We can produce an upset, and yes, the boys might go on and produce an upset, but it's going to be a mighty fight, an almighty fight. It will take an almighty fight for the Gambia to produce, I mean, that result that we all desire. But it's football. Considering the minimal preparations that they have, that will also be another obstacle for them. Though they were able to play against the, I mean, the Nigerians, that is the Niger national team, and were able to win 3-1. I mean, most of the goals coming from defenders. I don't know what's still wrong with the striking force. I think, I mean, in a nutshell, the game is going to be very, very intriguing, and anything could happen. But let us be reasonable. We are not the favorites to come up with 3 points. I mean, the best possible result that I think we can have, maybe it could be a draw, but it's football. An upset could come at any time, and the Gambia being a team that is fond of producing upsets, we only hope it will be another day on the run for the Scorpions. It's not going to be an easy game in a nutshell. That's all what I can say. I mean, the Ivorians also, we have seen that they will be wanting to bounce back to make sure that they restore the confidence that their fans are beginning to lose, because they were dubbed the golden generation of Ivorian football. And what have they won for the Ivorians? I mean, basically they won nothing. I mean, and still now, I mean, qualifying for the World Cup will do them good. And I hope they will do everything humanly possible to make sure they collect 3 points against the Gambia. And in a nutshell, Mamadou, I believe it's going to be an intriguing game this evening, and the best result the Gambia could produce might be a draw, to be reasonable. But I am not saying the Gambia can't produce another upset. Yes, that's what I think. As far as the game is concerned.
Like he said, a very difficult game for the Gambia, because Ivory Coast playing for the first time since their disappointing performance in the African Cup of Nations in South Africa, and this is the first game that they would want to win the hearts of the Ivorian fans. Yeah, what a bad time to face them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But before that, I would wanted to add something onto this Ibrahim Sawane issue. Okay. You see, I think Ibrahim Sawane also, to be fair enough to the boy, hasn't been given the respect that he deserved by previous Gambian coaches. Paul Poot, even before Paul Poot, Adwan Hey. The boy has always been in top form since he moved to Beveren, around 2007 to 8 in the Belgian league. He has always been banging in the goals. But whenever he comes to international, international duty, he has not been given the opportunity to prove himself. Okay, I think that could be another factor. But looking at this current technical setup, it is a new setup. I think what he could have done, I'm not sure whether they've invited him, but if at all he was invited and he turned it down, I think he got it wrong in that sense. He should have come. They've been depleted. You have only one. Mohamed Cisse as a top striker. He could have come up, and maybe he would be given the opportunity to prove himself. If you prove yourself, do what they expect of you, well, you have a big claim for that.
I think the technical team of the technical department of the team, or even the FA, should have been bold enough to come forward and give forward reasons. Yeah, you understand, for Ibrahim Sawane's absence and any other player, because we know that Ozjalo is injured.
Exactly.
We know that.
Yeah, but even at that, they didn't give us any reason. Yeah, you see, the problem is, you see, when you don't explain to the media what is happening, the only thing that we can do is to speculate. Yeah. And it's not good to speculate every time. At least we want official confirmation from them. Okay, so we hope that definitely when they come, we are going to pose this question, and we expect some answers from them. Coming up to the game...
before we come to the game, we also have another thing that is also making headlines. That is Tijan Jane's absence. His name was on the list, but we made to understand that he did not travel with the team. And it's another speculation. Nobody knows exactly what was the reason.
Well, you see, there's a thing here. All what we understand is that there's currently some misunderstanding, some dispute over a certain thing going on between Tijan and the FA, and I understand, Tijan wouldn't want to go and play unless and until that has been solved. So, but even at that, we will just be speculating. Now, when they come, they have to explain to us what is happening. I don't like speculation. I always want to give out the facts.
But I think adding on to Tijan's saga, we've seen this is not the first situation where we've seen Tijan absent or taking himself out of the squad to play for the nation. Because there was a game going to Tanzania, he was in the squad. And
before that,